Hey, my name is Jason Creel and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how to make your lawn care customers cry. Now before you turn the video off, let me explain myself, hear me out, and then let's talk about it in this video. Stay tuned. You know, sometimes you get a little bit older and you realize things that you have the ability to do that you didn't know you had the ability to do when you were younger. For instance, maybe somebody tries painting or something later in life and they find out they actually are fairly artistic, and it took them a while to figure that out. Well, for me, I've found that I have the ability to make people emotional sometimes, and that's not always a good thing. Sometimes it can be, sometimes it's not. And lately there's a particular story I want to share with you about a customer and when she started crying, and let me explain to you what happened and the bigger vision behind that. All right, here's what happened. You know how as lawn care business providers, sometimes when you're out there taking care of yard and you got that customer that wants to talk to you a while, and it's kind of a delicate situation because you want to be friendly and talk to the customer, or at least maybe you do, but you're also trying to be productive and you're thinking, okay, this 20-minute conversation is kind of cutting into my day. Well, I've got a customer like that, but she's real friendly and I enjoy talking with her. And through talking with your customers, while that sometimes can slow up your productivity, you find out things that are going on in people's life. And this particular lady was a caretaker for her elderly father and had been living with him for several years. You know, he was unable to take care of himself at this time. And so I go to take care of her lawn the other day, and in this particular situation, I needed to ring the doorbell to ask her about something. When I did, she quickly told me that her dad had passed away. And this isn't the only customer that kind of shares a little bit about their life with you. I mean, you know what? Sometimes if you have a customer for year after year after year, they send you Christmas cards. They get to know you. I mean, not all of them, but some of them, you know what I'm talking about. They really feel like they know you and you're not just a lawn care provider. And so they begin to share things going on. I remember a particular customer I had who shared with a young guy, and he had cancer, you know, and he began to talk to me about that and the struggle that had cost him. You know, he was unable to perform his job. He just gotten a promotion and had to, you know, step away from that. There's a lot of things that people share with you. They're going through divorces or have, you know, they just tell you. So this particular lady, you know, her father dies. You know, he was old, it wasn't unexpected, but still, emotional time. You've been caring for your dad for a while, and it's a situation where he passed away. I was asking her about her lawn and making a payment on her lawn, and she was just very strongly hinting around that there was some uncertainty. I mean, she'd been taking care of her dad for years. She's middle-aged, so she doesn't have a real source of income and wasn't 100% clear on where income was going to be coming from now. She was in this state of transition. Well, when you hear the details of the situation, you know, I just wanted to ease her mind and not let her worry about her yard, you know. So I said, hey, let me take care of this one for free. I said, don't worry about that at all. And when you tell her something like that, in my mind, I mean, it's a little bitty yard. I think I charged her $35, okay? It's not a big deal at all from my standpoint, but from her standpoint, when you do something like that for a customer, it really means the world to them. And she teared up and just hugged me, and you could tell how appreciative she was. And so the point of the video is not that, you know, wow, what a good deed that was or whatever. I mean, because that, like I said, I think anybody that has semi of a pulse of humanity would have done something similar. I didn't go out of my way, really. I just was aware of the situation and try to contribute in a small way. Just like when your customer says, I've been diagnosed with cancer. Well, you know, I mean, you try to help the situation within reason, whatever you're able to do. So the point of the video really is this. Yes, I make people cry. I make other people cry too, sometimes in a negative way, and I'm not proud of that. But in this particular situation, it really brought my mind to something that's very important to me. And I was influenced by a book I read recently. The book was called Small Giants, and it was talking about these businesses that are not that big, but they accomplish great things. Now, I don't know if my business is going to accomplish great things or not, but what I want to challenge you guys to do in the lawn care industry is sometimes, if you're like me, you view your business and it's like, well, did I make more money this year than I did last year? You know, did I get more customers this year than I did last year? And that's really all we look at it as sometimes. I find myself doing that, just gauging the whole business by how much money did I make, or, you know, how are things going, how many customers did I get, whatever. And it's really a lot more to it than that. And that what I learned in that book, and one of this situation with this woman reminded me, is that, you know, really as a business owner, you're a part of the community, and your business ultimately, at least that's what I want my business to make an impact on the community. Now that might not mean starting a hospital in your local town or something crazy like that. I'm just saying in a small way, for a small lawn business to have a small impact on the people that you have influence over makes a difference, you know. So I have an opportunity with this lady to do something small, act of kindness for her, that makes a difference. Also thought about, if you've heard of Rodney Smith Jr., he was on the cover of Lawn Landscape magazine. He's coming to the Lawn Care Life conference coming up in November. I'll plug that. There's a link description, lawncarelife.com, to hear about the conference. But Rodney Smith Jr. is coming to the conference, and he's going around to trying to go to all 50 states to mow people's lawns for free who are in need. You know, they've some situation where they need the help, you know, so it's a great cause. But I'm saying we don't necessarily have to do that. I mean, you can if you want to, but in your area, with your business, with your resources, with the people around, you know, you can go looking for people that need help, or you can just keep your eyes open, and when those opportunities come right in front of you, like with this lady, my father died, then hey, there's an opportunity to get involved and to do something. So look at your business. This is my encouragement to you. You got a lawn care business, you got influence over a certain number of people, you're a part of the community. Yes, we're trying to make money. Yes, we're trying to grow fast, beat our competition, whatever, make a better living for your family. But a truly great company impacts those you're around. One of the ways I've really been thinking about this, honestly, is what I want to do is to really have an impact on the employees that I have work for me. Now this is kind of future talking. I've just got a part-time guy working with me now. But when I read about those companies in that book, Small Giants, it kept talking about how the employees love working at certain places. You know, sometimes we get off on our employees and think what a burden they are, and I just wish they'd just show up and do what they say. But to be able to have an impact on your employees in a positive way, that's something that would mean a lot to me, that if my business could reach a level of success, and yes, I want that to be better for my family and for myself and all that, but also to share that benefit with my employees, that if one of them had, you know, a need, a specific need, or maybe just a desire, they wanted to do something, or you knew that they had a situation in their family, or they hadn't had a good vacation in a while, and for you as a company to come in, or that business owner, and to be able to help them out with a Christmas bonus or a specific situation. So let me hear from you guys, because I think a lot of times when I share about my experiences, many of you are able to relate. And so maybe you can share a situation where you were there and an opportunity came to help somebody, or you maybe been able to help one of your employees who had a need, or just gave them something because the business was being successful. You shared that success with them to make sure that they loved working for your company. And those are the things that, you know, go beyond just making money in a lawn business and getting the work done and, you know, doing a good job and all that. There's some other things, and I think ultimately by participating in those things, you know, it can give you more fulfillment in building what I would consider truly a great business, regardless of how much money you're producing at the end of the year. With that being said, you got to make money or you're going to go bankrupt, and forget it. You can't help anybody because you're bankrupt. Let me hear from you. Check out the Lawn Care Life Conference presented by Yardbook coming up November 15th, 16th. Would love to be able to meet many of you in person. I'll be at the GIE coming up soon. Love to meet you there. And let me hear from you in the comments on this video. Again, it's not about me or doing something. I want to hear if there's situations where you've been able to help, and has this video maybe inspired you to think a little bit differently about your business. So subscribe if you hadn't done so. Give me a comment. Talk to you guys later. Bye.